Hello, this is Dr. Martina, your online sex therapist and sex educator. Welcome to the third part of this mini-series that I'm offering, teachings on how to have better sex in 2023, every first Tuesday. So here we are in the first Tuesday of March, and we're going into the cognitive component one more time. As we all know, our ego can get into the way of having healthy sex. For instance, when you're making a sexual advancement towards your partner and you're being rejected, and your response is that of judgment and resentment. And I'm embarrassed to say that I was the culprit of such a thing just this weekend. I mean, let's face it, sexual rejection never feels good. Any kind of rejection never feels good. So, especially when you're in the beginning of a relationship like I am, you're not that stable on your feet yet. You're still taking a lot of things personal. You don't trust your ways yet, and you kind of want to think your way through your actions and desires. So in my case, what happened is I wore something very sexy to pick up my partner, and I was very excited because my intent was to basically seduce her and to motivate her to get engaged, to engage herself with my body right there in the car. Great intent. Now it completely fell flat. And I had a hard time because the emotions were just pouring in immediately. I had emotions of feeling embarrassed. I had resentment because I had this monologue going on, of I always and she never, and it was just going rampant. I was really surprised, but it definitely was there. Not only did that sensual interlude not happen, it also dampened my desire to be intimate, and I really struggled with that. Not just the fact that he did it, but how long it actually dampened my desire. So what can we do differently when this happens? Well, the one thing that you can do is first of all, calm down. And then calm down some more and really check in with your judgment. And then when you're ready, tell your partner that what happened to you after that rejection. What kind of emotions came up for you? Tell them about your frustration. Tell them about your honest feelings that you've had, especially when there was judgment and resentment in there. They might even be aware of what was going on there. And then tell them that you're willing to learn. And the most important thing is don't start this conversation until you have kind interest and compassion. And then the conversation will be productive. And you will learn from both of each other. What my partner and I, what we learned is that we're really good in planned sex. We're actually doing wonderful there, even though our bodies are still getting to know each other. But where we're failing or where we're not good at yet is with spontaneous sex, because we both, it turns out, have feelings of shame, fear of judgment, fear of rejection. And shame was an interesting thing that came up. We both had feelings of shame, like the egg in the cartoon. So talk to your partner. How about that? Sexual communication is the key, once again. And I mean, communicate with them, ask questions, don't assume. So you will learn about your partner. You will, with time and experience of these talks, you will see that spontaneous sexual escapades will happen in your life. Because both of you know that there's no judgment. And therefore, when sexual rejection happens, which will automatically happen here or there, it will not be the end of the world. Communicate with your partner with an open heart. Get to know your partner with an open heart. And having sex with your partner is a team sport. Get to know your team. And you will have better sex in 2023. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next week.